Welcome back, everyone. Earl at thelogbook.com here. More infinite sheep are falling from the sky. And we are going to return once again to the KPBI Master Control Room in downtown Fort Smith, Arkansas, in the wee hours of April 29th, 1995. Again, if you haven't seen either of the previous times I've played excerpts from this tape, which I'm just rolling with absolutely no idea what is going to be said or heard, what is going to be said by young me, because I was behind the camera narrating the whole thing. Just this weird slice of life, a night on the job. I don't know who I was recording this for, if it was a family member, if it was a friend. I have no idea where it was going, but I feel like I need to do the Buffy recap previously on Infinite Sheep. When we last left this, the weather was starting to get interesting. We had some severe weather moving in, as one does here in Tornado Alley, which, that's why we have this up here. Hey, remember the weather service? Those were the days, weren't they? The things that were happening here, we had a little weather data terminal that was really... I don't think it was intended really for broadcast. It picked up some newswire stuff. It picked up some agricultural stuff. And so I think it was like a farm data terminal. But it also had WSI weather and graphics and stuff, which made it very handy for our itty-bitty tiny 9:00 p.m. 5-minute newscast every night that pushed the entire schedule out from in the heat of the night onward. Made things interesting on those few occasions when Fox actually had nighttime programming, like the Chevy Chase show. Anyone remember that? That was a thing. I remember watching that from Master Control in real time and going, oh, we have made a horrible mistake. all of us who are Fox affiliates have made a horrible mistake by not just going to color bars for this. I may end up feeling the same way about the VHS tape, the archival VHS tape that I'm about to resume showing you. So let's continue from this moment where the weather was starting to get interesting.
For Nowata, Osage, and Washington counties, I can well imagine Osage is this big one up here. Nowata is this little sort of squarish one here. Washington is the tall, skinny one north of Tulsa. And,
if there's a flood warning, there's about to be a lot of water. There's not no water. No water's not the problem. Sorry.
Looks like it might be de-intensifying just a little bit, but there is at least some rain headed this way, because that's the leading edge of just the rain, and we are in this little bump here in Arkansas. This is give you a better idea of where we are in relation to storms up here. We are right there where the arrow was pointing. Gotta keep it on the Oklahoma radar. Something else comes down.
The funny thing is, I still keep a close eye on the Oklahoma radar, like the Oklahoma City and Tulsa radars now. And this was 30 years ago. But I still watch that now because what hits Oklahoma City, what hits Tulsa is gonna march over here and have us for breakfast. The thing that makes this kind of bittersweet is that this was just a week shy of 1 year before the April 21st, 1996 tornado that hit downtown Fort Smith. hit the building I was in, and I was in it at the time, friends. We'll talk about that some other time because there are stories, but it's kind of weird seeing the timestamp on this parked at almost exactly a year before that happened.
And 3 books. Wait.
This is one of everyone's favorites, if I can get it to load. Is the Christmas ID. Well, it needs to be reworked just a little bit. But on the subject of Channel 32, one of my recent tasks was to create a logo for it, and this is eventually what I came up with.
Okay, so those of you who are fans of local broadcast history in the Western Arkansas market, I don't think this logo ever got seen by anyone, because this is what became KFDF, which was eventually the UPN affiliate for Western Arkansas. KFDF was originally starting out without affiliation. It was going to rebroadcast a cable network of some description that was very sports heavy. It was going to be sports and old westerns. I mean, the Bill Ferris special right there, those two things. And the UPN affiliation was the furthest thing from anyone's mind. But yeah, I don't think this Sports 32 logo has ever been seen by anyone until then.
It's about as simple as animation gets.
Just orders. Now this is subtle accent. 56 Ceylon. White. Baguette drives out by us. And those are Indian.
I hope you will at least remember that I did not at any point try to mislead you into thinking this was actually any kind of exciting thing here. It's actually sort of frighteningly advanced for what has been done with this computer so far. And that's it. So I keep a blank screen of the scoreboard thing there so I can draw further things on it, such as coming next or the bad year.
Rios, Cyrex, that's okay.
I like this kid. He's at least honest most of the time.
So, it's another sports design that was first. That's a bit of weirdness. I don't know what that would be used for, although I think I came up with that in the quest for another sports logo, and well, you didn't find them there. Let's see. Something I was working on earlier tonight, whenever I first started this, was a split screen display, which, since we are running both channel 46, 15, and channel 32, we want to be able to cross-promote them as much as possible. So
2025 graphic design sense me wants to tell 1995 graphic design me, yeah, that background is way too busy. What is up with those triangles, dude?
good to have something like the split the end screen says tonight. It's pretty separate. A severe thunderstorm warning out of Tulsa. Let's see here.
Serious. Soleil Bush.
Osage, northern Tulsa County. That's really hard to read this stuff through a viewfinder. Ooh, penny-sized hail. Now, slowly but surely, it's tending in our general directions. Anyway, that's the tonight on every channel available stream. Yeah, since it's in the dead of night, we are now on our home shopping. Let's see. Rip Eek again? I'm in the rolling chair, so I hope I'm not making anyone dizzy here. No, it did be close. Only this chair speaks rolled around so much. Now this is channel 32. Or it will be channel 32. It's not even on the air yet. So I say it hasn't really hatched yet, technically. And this used to be our main control board over there, but they got that new one, which we're still learning how to use, and so this one is over here. It's only got 2 players. It's going to be taking the sports off of satellite for the most part. I suspect that's the satellite receiver there. Or that could be the satellite receiver for the new sports radio station. It's also starting up in this building. Yeah, there's the high-tech logo for Sports 32. They came up with this rather simple character generator over here, and
we never use those call letters. KPST? Because this is what became, of course, now, the actual call sign of the station, because it was because like all the Ferris stations, it was this daisy chain of low power transmitters running up the whole northwest corner of the state. So the KPST, we never applied for that call sign. That wasn't a real call sign. We could make it whatever we want. And so I guess that was Ferris Sports Television, which was the original conception behind starting a whole second station in this building that barely housed one working station, if we're to be completely honest. But, okay. Yeah, so the actual call of the transmitter would have been something like K32ED, if I remember correctly. And so the whole KPST thing was completely academic. It was made up. We did not apply for that sign. It wasn't a real sign.
Yeah, only the best for this place. This it'll either work or it won't. That's really about all you can say. So, got about 2.5 hours left on that show. Time to think what else there is to show you. Let's see. One thing I wish I could show you right now is this guy here. This is a DVE, which is short for digital video effects. It, in theory, well, somewhere on this tape I'll include a copy of the night we had tornadoes all over the place.
Really? I will? That was a thing? Okay. Interesting. Now, I can tell you from the reflection in the little display window of the DVE there, that was my dear old beloved VHS camcorder that I was using. I was not using a station camera. I was using my own personal camera and recording direct to VHS, which at some point I transferred to DVD-R, which is what we are watching now. We are watching the raw file of that, which is why there is like some interlace Venetian blind stuff going on, especially as much as I'm moving the camera around, and I apologize for that. But it's just kind of interesting. Okay, so this was shot with the same camcorder that filmed Jump Cut City, which that's a story that involves fitty givers, and we'll talk about that another time.
Theoretically, it should sort of squeeze our signal there. The channel 2 is our preview monitor. So, whatever's on the preview monitor is in what is called the window on this device. And, in theory, it can squeeze the window when I hit this. However, it works. Well, it wasn't working early. Don't pay any attention to me. It's early in the morning. Well, this is actually a good thing. This means we can do the weather as planned, if need be. That's bizarre. I wonder if it just depends on, what is in that screen. A satellite C in the window, and it works fine.
No, it should respond here. Actually, we're be here. And created that gem survey also.
And it really, really works.
I have to love Home Shopping Channel. If that's not capitalism and opportunism, then I don't know what is. A terrible tragedy. A meteor hit the Earth, and it can be yours.
Oh, buddy, capitalism and opportunism. Give it 30 years.
Take a look at it. 2.5 carats of
But
audio.
A, which is the Fox prefeed in the window. See what it does? Well, it works fine. Pay no attention to me. I know nothing.
What is this gorgeous? Could it build up as a nice sister? It requires.
Just in case, we'll put it back in Home Shopping. Because, as I've said, with the weather, we may need it here before too long. Wish I could see real quick if kind of storm launch has been this year. So it does not beep. You do that. Just have to wait till the weather gets bad and see if it'll beep. See. Yeah, 32 is, see, this is Saturday morning. It'll be going on the air theoretically Monday or Monday night. What they'll be showing, I have no idea.
Oh, buddy, they won't be showing anything because we did not get that station on the air that soon. Just wanted to point that out.
The idea is it'll be on satellite networks most all the time. Right. Maybe this will make marginally more sense here. Oh, see? Actually, want to try to put a show together.
Oh, to be that skinny again. And I wasn't even skinny then.
This couple of shows Saturday mornings.
In high, there is bit shits and so it's weird.
That was some hair, man.
Have to excuse me, there's been a beep.
This sister is it happy? One yes. Soon.
I did not watch this beforehand, so I have no idea what's going to happen here. I guess we're lucky I'm wearing pants.
It's, I of all people know what it's like to screw something up. I'm trying to do it in a hurry. But, it's not only something you see happen to the weather service. They, sent a notice down that there's a storm in the vicinity of, there's a curious city name. They said it was near Uluga or Uluga. I really don't know how to pronounce it myself.
Uluga, Oklahoma. Thank you very much.
Since I, really don't know much about these odd names. They've got Oklahoma Indian descent. But,
Oh, dude, show a little respect.
apparently they have a program that'll basically write the report for them. All they have to do is feed in a few things and fill a few variables. And all this report had to say, since someone didn't fill out all the variables, was there's hail to the size of blank, and wind gusts of blank miles per hour expected with this storm. And glad this is not in our viewing area yet, because I'd have a real hard time explaining why I put that on the air.
Yeah, well, guess what? We're going back to that now, buddy.
Only the finest programming at the station. Have your handy-dandy program log here telling its commercials go where. As I always say, this tells us what commercials we can run and where we put them. Let's see, we have the KMCK commercial. Basically, what we have here is a 2-minute spot we gotta blow. Maybe they'll tell me what size the hail is.
I think clearly I was intending to edit this later. The fact that I keep scooting out of screen is kind of low-key hilarious, and yet also not at all low-key annoying. Come back, young me, with your fine head of hair, which I was already losing at the time, but, oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
Now, the good news is the hail is quarter-sized, and the winds are to 60 miles per hour. The only problem is the thing is starting to bow down, and, well, actually, I guess for your benefit, I need to do this backwards if I can. It's been moving in sort of a, Hey, this is why I play guitar left-handed, because I always saw right-handed guitar players and said, well, okay, I'll just mirror what they're doing. Now, I'm trying to do the reverse with my right hand, and I'm not doing it very successfully. The storms were moving in a line, let's say we were here, and they were just going to go over us. Now they're starting to bow down, and they might actually cause a bit of a problem for us at some point during the day. Hopefully it will be after I've gone home and gone to sleep. These are all commercials I'm going to go over.
And I think we're going to stop there because we've gone past the 20-minute mark on this. There's about 20 minutes left in the tape, so I think we have one more visit to the KPBI Master Control Room in the wee hours of the morning on April 29th, 1995 left in us. And I may yet again go ahead and just record it back to back with this one, but that's quite a thing. Man, the hair. I kind of wish maybe a couple more people had been forthright in telling me that really wasn't a great look. But, it was the 90s, baby. I don't remember any of that, and yet I remember the place like I just left it.